Citizens, present your mark for verification. Compliance ensures security.
Donald Trump has made an announcement that he wants to win the 6G race, and this could have some sort of connection to the mark of the beast in the future. We'll look at this in a few other videos showing how this type of technology is advancing around the earth, the type of mentality for this is growing around the earth, and we'll end this video with seeing how the world is completely primed for all of this to unfold. On whitehouse.gov, it talks about winning the 6G race, and under section 1, purpose, it says that this technology will play a pivotal role in the development and adoption of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, and implantable technologies. And Donald Trump was just talking about the advancement of 6G, so when we hear him talking about that and knowing that one of the ways they want to do that is with implantable technology, red flags do go up.
So we're into 6G now. I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? See how perfect it is?
We're seeing the advancements of implantable technology and digital IDs all around the world, and even in the United States, this type of thing is progressing forward, even though it's not mainstream news.
Crazy freaking news. Okay, so digital ID is officially, and for the first time ever, live in the United States, and it was quietly launched this afternoon through the Apple Wallet. Go check if you don't believe me. The option is now there. And I don't even have automatic updates set. I don't even know how it got in there. So they're beginning with 12 states and Puerto Rico with plans to rapidly expand to the rest of the nation. Apple calls it secure and private, but critics say that this is the first major step toward a centralized ID system, laying the groundwork for smart city surveillance, biometric checkpoints, credit scores, and a future where your ability to drive, work, or even buy groceries could depend on digital compliance from taxes to behavior. You know, silly little things like that.
Revelation 13 tells us that no one will be able to buy or sell without the mark of the beast or the name of the beast marked on their hands or on their foreheads. That's why when we hear about the push for implantable technology, a lot of people are concerned. It's important to know that this technology right off the bat will not be the mark of the beast, and it could even go on for decades without it leading to the mark. I'll explain more details of exactly what that mark could be towards the end of this video, but it's important to see that this technology really does appear to be a stepping stone in that direction. And someone you've maybe never heard of who's definitely pushing a lot of this stuff is Nida Farahani. She's actually on the same level as Yuval Noah Harari, and she is a contributor at the WEF. And just take a listen to some of the things that she has to say. It sounds a lot like the Book of Revelation and the antichrist system that's going to be set up.
Every camera you walk past that is integrated with AI systems increasingly can decode mental states.
There's some really interesting research that we can plant false memories in the brain. People believing that they've been at Disney World with characters who are not Disney characters, taking photographs with those characters.
Those products are hitting the market this year. What they will be capable of doing is very high-level brain state reading. Things like, are you tired? Are you paying attention? Is your mind wandering? Are you happy or sad?
One of the emerging areas that's really interesting in law neuroscience is pain detection. And once we understand the circuitries that cause pain, I guess the question is, could we then instill pain and use that in many coercive measures in the legal system as well? We can pick up and decode faces that you're seeing in your mind. Simple shapes, numbers, your PIN number to your bank account.
Worth noting, something else in the works is something called 50 in 5, implementing digital public infrastructure safety and inclusivity. This is a country-led advocacy campaign, and by 2028, they will have helped 50 countries design, launch, and scale components of their digital public infrastructure, or in other words, their control systems being implemented through digital surveillance.
So the UN has partnered with Bill Gates on this, what they call digital public infrastructure. It's a very fancy term. And I think the simplest way to understand it is they're building a giant digital gulag for all of humanity. So the UN Development Program has officially launched this. It was officially launched at the end of last year, where they're going to get 50 governments, they call them countries, but really they mean governments, to impose at least some major element of this digital public infrastructure on their population within 5 years. So 2028.
Passports.
Digital IDs, and those are already emerging. In fact, many states are developing these. I just went through the airport yesterday. You can scan your digital ID QR code, right? So that's happening. So then you've got the central bank digital currencies, which are already being unveiled. Right? They've already been released. The World Economic Forum just said a few days ago, 98% of the governments and central banks in the world are working on these CBDCs. Then you've got the payment processing systems, and you've also got, we just had the head of the World Health Organization talk about this recently, the digital health certificates. So they're taking all of this together and they are using it to build a control system that will not just be able to surveil and monitor everything you do on an unprecedented scale. When you combine it with AI, the ability to make sense of all this data, it's just mind-blowing. But also to manipulate what you do. Talk about the benefits of programmable central bank digital currency, where they will be able to say who can buy what, when, under what conditions.
This last video we're about to watch talks about how the world is being primed, and very primed even at the moment, for the mark of the beast and these other prophecies to unfold. I want to say before it plays that this is a Catholic priest. I do not follow Catholicism. I think the Catholic Church could actually play a big role in certain end times prophecies being fulfilled. So I want to just say that we can read between the lines of the Catholicism that is being spoken in these videos, but that he gives a lot of good information on what we are seeing in the world right now and how these prophecies could fit into the picture. I also want to say that the RFID chip is mentioned, and also in relation to this other implantable technology that we've been looking at here, we should definitely be watching this, and it could play a massive role in the mark of the beast and these prophecies coming to fulfillment, or it could just be a large stepping stone or a small stepping stone towards that direction. We don't know exactly, but I do want to put forth that we should be on high alert for the possibility of these prophecies unfolding in a way that we do not even expect. The technology angle makes a lot of sense, but this could happen in a way that we just do not perceive, and it could just not even be any way related to RFID or implantable technology. We have to be on alert for all possibilities. When we look at that prophecy in Revelation 13, it says that the mark of the beast will be on the forehead or on the hand, and that it will be connected to the name of the beast or the number of his name. So when it comes out exactly, it will not necessarily be something that you use to open a door or to open your car like the RFID technology we see today. Although again, it makes a lot of sense that that could be used. The only way to know 100% sure that it is the mark of the beast is because it will be connected to the Antichrist's name or the number of his name, and it will be marked on their hand or on their forehead. That is how we can know when it for sure happens. So now we'll watch this last video talking about how the world is primed for this type of thing to happen. So just stay vigilant, stay alert, pray for discernment, and pray for God's guidance into understanding everything as we move into the future of his prophecies being fulfilled.
Like that much more rapid.